Now, I don't know if I ever told you guys this or not, but Chelsea is probably one of the most organized people I've ever met in my entire life. She brought this from the East Coast. She has a bunch of assortment of different types of tools. I mean, she is an artist, so a lot of it makes sense. But she's got a Dremel kit right here, along with some sandpaper and...
rope.
With rope. I tried to kind of polish out the scratch in the lens this morning, but it's still there. It's not coming out, and it's pretty much at the point where the only thing I read online or I saw online to do was to kind of take sandpaper and try to buff out the scratch that way with like a very fine, very fine sandpaper. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty much that, or I don't have a camera anymore, so I hope this works. For eye and face protection when using... See, look at this. I've been dating this girl for a year, and I had no idea she even had... I don't even know what is this?
It's a flex shaft.
It's a flex shaft. What's a flex shaft? It's a flex shaft.
Meek, get away. It's getting there slowly.
It's definitely getting there.
There's definitely some weird like black coat on it. Do you want to take a picture and see what it looks like?
With the camera?
Yeah. Let's see what it's like. Maybe it's still kind of there.
GoPro test, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think it's safe to say that if you damage your lens, the worst thing you could ever do is put anything that's going to take any type of layer off the lens. As you guys can tell, I definitely dissolved the protective layer around the GoPro lens. It's extremely smudgy. I'm gonna switch over cameras and I'll talk to you guys. So here is the situation that I am facing. Completely ruined the lens on the GoPro Hero 5. If you guys are watching this and you're thinking about fixing your lens, if you get a little scratch and a little smudge, you're better off just leaving it, because I mean, unless you have a better way of doing it, but it just seems like as soon as you dig into the glass at all, you're ruining the protective layer. Probably should have known better from the start. Now I have a Hero 4 here, but the problem with the Hero 4 is when I turn it on, see, it was already on and I wouldn't know that. That's because the front LCD screen is broken. Now, what does this mean for me? This means that I can't change the camera settings. I can't even look at what the camera settings are. So I was trying to shoot earlier and it ended up being like a completely different aspect ratio than what I normally shoot in like 1440 at a weird frame rate. So the camera's kind of unusable unless I can get one of the LCD screens to plug into the back. So I think what I'm gonna do is I found someone on OfferUp that was selling one for like 40 bucks. I'm probably just gonna buy that until I can potentially get another GoPro 5. Which really is kind of a bummer because I really like this camera. I use it all the time to talk to because the audio is really good, and I don't know, I really like it. I know this video isn't the most well thought out or put together, but I gotta figure out this camera situation. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave a comment below in the comment box. I also talked to the mechanic today. The engine is pretty much in the car, still trying to figure out the turbo situation, should know more tomorrow. Not even sure if I'm gonna make a video tomorrow because I don't have a GoPro anymore, but I still have my phone, still have my drone, so I'm sure I'm gonna make something, and yeah, life goes on.